For the Mayan individuals of Guatemala who suffered an internal conflict from 1960 to 1996 at the hands of the government, finding their loved ones is imperative. When these individuals are found, it is often the case that the acidic conditions of the burial often mean very little skeletal material is present. Additionally, family members aren't often willing to provide a reference sample such as DNA for fear of the repercussions from the government. So this poses the question, how do we empirically identify these individuals? Well, research is telling us now that isotopes, which are different chemical forms of the same element, can be used to give information regarding where an individual lived throughout life. More specifically, strontium isotopes can help identify the region in which an individual has lived as it differs geographically within a country. My research aims to determine to what extent can Guatemala be separated into specific strontium isotope ratio regions so that individuals who share these same ratios can be returned to their specific communities and to their families. So how am I doing this? Well, by taking hair from living individuals from known locations, I'm able to get the base strontium isotope ratio value for that region using a technique which breaks down the hair using a flame in order to determine the isotopic composition. So the impact of my research is that it will be used as a new identification tool for forensic organisations in Guatemala. In Guatemala, DNA is often only successful in 36.3% of cases because of the conditions of the burial or the political unrest. However, strontium isotope ratios have been found to persist in skeletal material that has been subjected to temperatures above 1000 degrees Celsius. Additionally, you can help build a timeline, specifically where that individuals live through certain stages in their lives. Hair will give you a month-by-month analysis, teeth will give you where the individual was born, and bone will tell you where the individual lived for the last 10-15 years of life. More importantly, using strontium isotope ratios, you remove the need of a specific family member reference. You only need a reference sample from an individual who lived within that area or an animal that's fed on local vegetation. I hope that this PhD thesis will be used to empower local forensic organisations to use strontium isotope ratios in their everyday practice, in an ongoing genocide trial to help the court reach a conclusion of whether these individuals are actually Mayan. And this PhD thesis will add to a growing body of research that tells us how important strontium isotopes can be to forensic investigations in general, using a scientific technique for a humanitarian aim, giving individuals who have been silenced back their voice.